In this video, I'm going to talk about some of my most used items in 2020. I'm going to go over why I chose every single item I decided to put in this video, how it performed over the time, and why I decided to include it in this video. Alright, so I'm going to start with the laptop, and this is my MacBook Pro 2012, and the reason I decided to stick with that specific one is because I think this was the last model that they offered the 17-inch, and this is the one that I can put 2 hard drives inside, which I actually have done. This is the Core i7 one. It has 16 gigabyte of RAM, and it has 2 SSDs inside, which for me for the past years has been really good, and it's been doing everything I needed it to do. And luckily I haven't had any graphics card issues or anything, because these ones were actually known to have a lot of these graphics issues when they first came out. Even though this has served me well and it has been amazing using it, I cannot recommend this anymore because I will be upgrading to the M1 MacBook Air probably. But it's an amazing laptop, loved it all these years. Just wanted to show you guys what I've been using all this time. I also want to talk about the Mousepad. So obviously this is not my main mousepad that I use here at the studio because I mostly use my desktop all the time. What I like about this mousepad is that it sticks to the back of the laptop. It's made by 3M. It's not really that expensive at all. I don't remember how much it was. I'll try to put links in the description for everything I talk about in case you want to check it out. But I love this mousepad because I can just stick it on the laptop, and then whenever I take my laptop, I have a mousepad with me because I always use my mouse. I just pull it off the MacBook, put it on the table or something, use my mouse, and then when I'm done, I just put it back on my laptop and it's good to go. And you can keep reusing this over and over. I haven't had any problems with the adhesive. I actually washed it before like 3 times and it's been working fine. It's been working the same. So highly recommend this mousepad for sure. Now that we get the laptop out the way, it's time to talk about my favorite mouse. This is the Logitech MX Master 3, and this is hands down my favorite mouse. I talked about it a little bit in my other videos, but I haven't dedicated a video about it because honestly there's so many videos about it. It's such a nice mouse. It has the scroll wheel right here, which is very smooth and I love it. And this is mainly why I got it, because I use DaVinci Resolve to edit, and this is the best way to scroll on the timeline. And then you have the top scroll wheel, which is basically, it doesn't get better than this when it comes to scrolling wheels. This is hands down the best scrolling wheel I've been using, the best mouse I've been using. I've been using this for video editing, I've been using this for photo editing, I've been using this for gaming, and it's been really, really nice. And I like the fact that it has 2 buttons on the side and it's not cluttered like my previous mouse, which I'll actually get it. This is the Logitech G602, and this was my previous mouse before the MX Master 3. Don't get me wrong, this mouse is really, really good. It's nice. I loved it when I was using it. It's really nice for gaming. It has a lot of buttons. It has like, I don't know, like 10 or 12 buttons on it. It's insane. But the reason why I upgraded to the MX Master 3 is because of the horizontal scroll wheel, which is insane. This one didn't have it, and then after I tried the MX Master 3 and I tried the wheel, the scrolling wheel, it's insane. Like this can't even compare to it. Like check this out. Look at this. It just keeps spinning. Super smooth. This right here is literally as good as it gets when it comes to mice. Now the next thing I'm going to talk about is obviously the keyboard. I've tried many keyboards, many of them. My goal was to have a full layout keyboard, mechanical switches, wireless was a big one for me, and RGB lights. I couldn't find one with the full layout that I liked, so I decided to go with the Keychron K6 that has everything I just mentioned except for the full layout keyboard. And after trying this layout, I can tell you that I absolutely love this small layout. It's my favorite now, and I can tell you that I'm never looking back to get a full-size layout keyboard ever again, because I don't think I'm gonna need it. Because even if I need the keypad, I can just buy a keypad, which I actually did. But when it comes to the Keychron, It's very nice. The switches are obviously mechanical. These are actually the Cherry MX Red switches, as you can see. This keyboard has been really good. It's been functioning really good. I haven't had any issues connecting to the PC or anything. No lag, no latency, none of that. Which, believe it or not, I have had all these problems in the past with different keyboards. This is like the Apple of keyboards to me, you know, based on my personal experience. Really like it. Highly recommend it. It's just overall a very nice keyboard and I love it. Highly recommend it. Now let's talk about my favorite gaming headset. So this is the Corsair Void Elite Wireless RGB gaming headset. This is basically one of my favorite gaming headsets I've ever owned. It's very comfortable. It's wireless. It has the mic and it has RGB on both sides, which you can actually program that color, which I think it's pretty cool. It has a mute button on the side. It has the power button, and then it has the volume scrolling wheel right here. Sadly, it doesn't charge with the USB-C, which I wish that was the case, but it charges with micro USB. Since I just keep this at home all the time, I don't see this being a problem for me. And I use this occasionally to edit videos from time to time. It has done the job. It did it well. This is honestly the perfect headset for me for long gaming sessions. It's just a very comfortable headset that wouldn't break the bank too much. And it's just overall a very nice listening experience. It has surround 7.1. Very nice headset overall. Now my most used audio device is hands down my AirPods Pro. These things are amazing and it has a D brand skin on it. I honestly just love these things. These are just so comfortable and they stick to my ear really good. I love the design of them. Not like the regular AirPods where they were a little longer. These ones are short. If you've tried these and you've tried the noise cancelling mode, you know what I'm talking about. This feels like magical when you turn on the noise cancelling and everything just goes quiet. It actually lasts me the whole day when I want it to. It's been working really good. I love it. I highly recommend it. And I don't think anything comes closer when it comes to noise cancelling in this form factor of a headphone. Now for my phone. The phone that I use all the time. This might sound crazy, but I've actually stuck to my iPhone XS Max all this time. The screen is broken. I don't really care about it that much because it still works. It doesn't show major cracks. And I honestly really love this phone because of the fact that this is the last phone that has the 3D touch. And I kind of got used to the 3D touch when it comes to typing. Sadly, I'm going to have to give it up this year. I was trying to stay with it as long as I can because I love this feature. But I'm giving up this feature for sure to move on to the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Until then, I love my XS Max. It's been really good phone and I love it. The only downside to this phone is that it doesn't have the wide angle lens. If it does have the wide angle lens, I would probably not move to the 12 Pro Max, but I'm going to have to move to the 12 Pro Max, especially that it looks like the iPhone 5, which I love. Now let's talk about my main disc mousepad. I've talked about this before. This is just a regular, the biggest size mousepad I was able to find on Amazon. And this is great for gaming. Because when I game and then I'm holding my mouse, I just like to be all over the place. You know, I move a lot. So a big mousepad is very useful to me. And I love it. This one looks cool. You know, I had the map looking one. I changed to this one recently just to get something different and it looks cool. I like it. Now let's talk about one of my favorite battery chargers. This thing probably lasted me about a year now, which is crazy because I never bought a battery charger that lasted me a year, which this one did. The thing that I don't like about it is that it's a little big. It feels like a brick in the hand. You know, it's a solid big thing. But that also has a positive side, which makes it very easy for you to hold it in your hand. It's not easy to slip from your hand, and so sometimes when I'm charging my phone, I just hold both of them like this. I mean, it's kind of difficult, but it's doable. And I love the fact this offers fast charging. It has one plug here for the fast charge, and it has two regular USB plugs, so you have 3 USB ports, and then you have the USB Type-C port, you have the micro USB, and you also have a lightning connector right here. So this thing is very versatile because you can literally charge it using micro USB, you can charge it using USB-C, you can charge it using even lightning port, which is, you know, your iPhone charger. And I love the fact that just by pressing on the button on the side, it tells you the percentage. This is my puppy right here. And yeah, I love this charger. It's 20,000 milliamp hour. This thing is a beast. Love it. Which brings me to the next thing that I always use with it. This cable right here has to be one of my favorite cables that I ever came across. So basically it's magnetic from one side. It comes with the USB Type-C head, it comes with the micro USB head, and it comes with the lightning. Basically what I do, I just keep the lightning one in my phone all the time, and whenever I need to charge it, I have the other end plugged into my battery all the time as well. Whenever I need charging, basically I can just do this, it's charging. It's literally that easy. And what I like about this specific one, when you have a regular charger, it's kind of in the way, so you have to like hold it like this. With this one, it folds in, so it doesn't have to be in the way. So you can definitely pick up your phone with the magnet for sure. Now I'm going to talk about one of my favorite speakers. This is the Soundcore Flare 2. This thing is amazing. This thing has RGB lights. Let me show you. This is hands down one of my favorite speakers because of the way it sounds. It has a mode right here where it just boosts the bass. You can toggle it off and on. I just keep it on all the time. It has a button right here for the Bluetooth, so you can easily switch from one device to another. You can open it from right here, and you can charge it with USB Type-C. How cool is that? And you have the light button, which can toggle different lights, or just toggle a rainbow, or just toggle another rainbow. And the cool thing about this thing is that you can actually connect it to up to 100 speakers, I think, and the connection process is very seamless and very easy. This thing is a little bit bigger than a cup, and it sounds louder than speakers that I have seen that are literally that big. It's insane. This thing is a beast. Will not be switching anytime soon, unless I have a reason. Now let's talk about my watch briefly. I wanted to get an Apple Watch. I thought I was going to be using it a lot to do many different tasks. I ended up with the Apple Watch 3 series. I never bothered to change it. I don't need the always on display. I don't need any of the fancy features. I just need something that I can look at my notifications in, look at the time, and answer calls here and there. And this basically does every single thing of what I just mentioned perfectly. And so therefore I don't really have a choice to upgrade to any of the new ones. I still highly recommend the 3 series if you're on a budget. I also love this band that I got from Amazon because I got tired of the original band that came with it, and it's very comfortable and it makes it very easy to actually put it on and off, and I love it. Look how easy it is. Boom, that's it. Last but not least, we have these. I know these might not look significant at all, but trust me, these made a huge difference when it came down to my ergonomics sitting down, because I sit down a lot and I keep editing videos for a long time. And having something that I could put my hands on, my wrist, and just rest on it definitely made a big change. And I honestly highly recommend getting this one. Even if you do have the plastic ones, these ones are really comfortable, way better than the plastic ones. And I think personal health always comes first, so definitely highly recommend these because you don't want to ruin your wrists early on in life. Now with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the things that I've showed you. And if you want anything that I've just mentioned, I'll try my best to link everything down in the description below. Before you leave, I want to say thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate the support. I really appreciate the fact that you watched the video. If you have more time, I would highly recommend watching more videos right here. You know, we have all types of videos today. All types. If you have recommendations, make sure to write them in the comments too, because I always read the comments, because, you know, that's just the type of person I am. Anyway, I'll see you later. Peace.